Hello and welcome back to another cubing video. So today I have the unboxing and review of these two cubes, so let's get right into it. So you may be wondering why I have these two cubes out of the box already, and that's because I already recorded an unboxing of these two cubes, but the audio was basically corrupt. Tune the bad audio. Hello and welcome back to another cubing video. So today I'm going to continue my unboxing from last video and unbox and review these two exciting new cubes. So yeah, I do have to admit that I already tried these cubes, but they're still basically like brand new. So I'm going to do a voiceover for the actual unboxing of it, and then I will get into the first turns, or second turns if you may. And yeah, let's get right into it. So starting off with the RS2M, going up in order, this box should have the same things as the RS4, so I'll just show you it once. The cube stand, and it's pretty normal, and then the 2x2. This box is kind of hard to get out sometimes, but here's the accessory box, and let's see what's inside. Just a screwdriver and some pamphlets, so not that much, but yeah. So let's get right into the 2x2. So for this 2x2, let's get right into first turns. Wow, that's great. So out of the box really fast, very speedy, and it has it's controllable. And it's kind of weird because it feels sort of like the QiYi QiDi S. If you remember that cube, it was like a $3 2x2 back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was really good, and a lot of people, especially beginners, made their main out of it, and this cube definitely feels similar to that. So this cube out of the box feels great, and with break-in it could probably become people's mains even. I don't know if it really compares to a lot of the flagship 2x2s out there. It is very close. However, just keep in mind that this is one of the cheapest cubes, 2x2s on the market, coming in at $7.99 at speedcubeshop.com. So it's cheap, but it does perform really well. So let's get right into the ratings of this 2x2. So for corner cutting, it seems to be about 10 out of 10. Doesn't not corner cut from anywhere. Amazing corner cutting. Like, this is a $7 cube, and this is what corner cutting you get. Like, times have changed. These cubes, even though they're so inexpensive, they're so good. But yeah, so then for speed, another 10 out of 10. This cube is really fast, like almost uncontrollably fast, but not too, I mean, it's just 10 out of 10 for speed. And then for controllability, this thing is great. I think the speed hinders the controllability just a tad, maybe a notch. So I would say probably a 9 out of 10 for controllability. And then for magnetic strength, let me test the magnets. So I feel like they're almost perfect. Like, you couldn't get better magnet strength than this. They're not on the stronger side. They're not super strong, but they're also not weak at all. And so they're very noticeable. So in terms of 1 through 10, where 1 is the weakest and 10 is the strongest, I would probably say a 6. And so it's up there, but it's not the strongest. Probably just enough to keep it controllable, especially with the speed, and then not to hinder the speed, which is a very good mixture in my opinion. And then for out of the box performance, I would have to say it's a 10 out of 10. This cube's great out of the box. Can't go wrong with it. I don't know if it would become the main of people who are really experienced and very good at 2x2. However, for anyone probably intermediate or beginner, this cube may become your instant main. It actually performs really well. And then for overall worth, coming in at $7.95 at speedcubeshop.com. And $7.55 if you use the discount code daily. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this cube for this price. I would have to give it a 10 out of 10. So I really do like this cube. It reminds me a lot of the QiYi QiDi S. If you know the feeling of that cube, like kind of big and bulky, but really fast. and it just slides really well. And then of course there's frosted plastic as well, which is similar to the QiYi QiDi S. However, that does kind of wear off over time as you use the puzzle more and more. So yeah, great 2x2. I would recommend this. This is just a really great economic option for 2x2. So then on to 4x4. So this thing, it's speedy, has a little bit of piece separation when you move it, kind of. I don't know if it's too loose, but it performs fairly well. It's fairly large, especially compared to a lot of the newer mini releases, but it is a good 4x4. The inner layers perform well, which is great to see. And it does seem like a good 4x4. Now I'm using this 4x4 after using mini 4x4s for a while, and of course it feels a lot bigger, but if you like bigger 4x4s and want an economic option, this is probably the one to get, because it's not quite as small as the MGC 4x4, which is a really good cube, by the way. It's bigger, but it does perform well. However, it feels a little bit cheaper than the MGC. So on to the rating of this cube. For corner cutting, almost 45 degrees, which is pretty good for a 4x4, I'm pretty sure. And then for inner corner cutting, about that much. It's decent. It's decent. However, as you can see when I do this, there's lots of piece separation. And so I have noticed that when using this 4x4, and it may be because the magnets are, no, the magnets are pretty good. The outer magnets are definitely a lot weaker. But yeah, so then for speed, this thing is really fast, just like the 2x2. Probably a 10 out of 10 for speed. It's great. Works well. And then the inner layers are also fast. I think it's a little bit hard around the edges, which is a little bit of a problem, but it's great for the money anyway. And then for controllability, I would have to rate this a little bit lower, just because here and there it does lock up, as like, yeah, as you can see there. So if I go, I mean, it's performing well now, but I have had times where it kind of stops on me and like hits into other pieces. So for controllability, I'd probably rate it like an 8 out of 10. So it's good, not the best. And then for magnetic strength, the outer layers are fairly weak, as you see there. So there's a little bit of a click, but then the inner layers are much stronger. So as you can see there, that's a little bit stronger, more of a click to the middle layers, which is nice. I definitely like the magnets of this cube. And then the out of the box performance is not the best. I would probably rate it an 8 out of 10. It's good, especially for the money, but it's not top of the line. Like I like the MGC 4x4 more out of the box. And then for the overall worth, coming in at $14.95 or $14.20 with the discount code DAILY at speedcubeshop.com. Thanks to speedcubeshop.com, by the way, for providing these puzzles. Go check them out, awesome store. For overall worth, I would say probably a 9 out of 10. Coming in at $14, I mean, most 4x4s these days are in the 30s. Yeah, something like $30, and this thing is only $14. So that's a huge difference, and it's great. I would probably rate it as like the second best budget 4x4 though. So it's not the best budget 4x4. I would probably give the best budget option 4x4 to the MGC, but this still is a great cube. So yeah, that's my unboxing of these two awesome new budget releases. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I will see you in the next video.